Hello students, today what I'll be doing is a continuation of the clustering different algorithms. In this we are going to deal with a density based algorithm and a combination of, it is actually a combination of density based and grid based algorithm. So basically when I talk about a density based algorithm or density based clustering, it refers to an unsupervised learning method which can identify distinct groups or clusters in the data. So, what is density based clustering? It will identify distinct groups or clusters in the data based on the idea that what is a cluster? A space in a region of high point density. Density means what? We all know it is when you have more number of data objects in a particular region, we say it is of high density, otherwise it is of low density. So density based clustering, it is an unsupervised learning method which identifies distinct groups or clusters in the data based on the fact that a cluster is a data space or it is a contiguous region of high point density, and this is separated from other clusters which are of low point density. Okay, so this is what is a density based clustering means. Now in density based clustering, if I talk about a grid based clustering, when I talk about grid based clustering, what we are doing, we are dividing the entire data space into a number of grids and we are mapping the objects to those grids. Then we are going to count how many objects are there in the particular grid. That is what this is a basic grid based clustering algorithm does. So you define the set of grid cells, then you assign objects, okay, and then we define a density, a threshold. If the cells they have that particular threshold, then we are going to cluster them. Otherwise, we are going to eliminate those clusters. So simple example is, now I'll just show you one structure over here. You can see. So this is a set of grid cells we have, okay, and what I'm trying to do over here, I am plotting the salary and the age of the people. This is a one dimensional structure. So I'm plotting the salary versus the age. You can see that at these points, the area which is being marked in red, the clusters are more, that is they are more dense. So these will get joined to form one cluster. Here I am similar, so salary here maximum I can see between 20,000 and 50,000, and age is between 30 and 50 years. Now same thing if I plot the salary and the vacation, you find that salary again you can see the dense regions are these regions. These are the dense regions. Okay, and the salary is between 20 and 50, the same thing, whereas vacation they take between 2 weeks and 4 weeks. So this is a one dimensional structure. Then we take this, merge them into a two dimensional structure, then a three dimensional structure, and so on. So this is how we are going to generate these grid based techniques. So in grid based algorithm, we have an algorithm called as a clique algorithm, CLIQUE. Okay, it is, what it stands for is clustering in quest. Clustering in quest. Quest is an IBM data mining system. Okay, so clique is basically, it is a density based and a grid based subspace clustering algorithm. It's both density based and grid based. Now why it is both density based and grid based, we will just see. So why we call it as a grid based is because it represents a data space and estimates the density by counting how many points are there in the grid cell. So I gave you what is a grid. It looks like this, number of rows and columns, we plot them. So it will, this clique algorithm, what it does is it estimates the density by counting how many points are there in each grid cell. Okay, that is why it's called as a grid based algorithm. It is also called as a density based algorithm because it is a set which consists of a number of dense units. Dense means what? More number of units. You have a particular threshold. Okay, if it is exceeding the threshold, we say it is dense. So more number of units, and then we connect these dense units to form a cluster. That is what we are doing in your clique algorithm. Then subspace we call. A subspace clustering, why we call it is, a subspace cluster, it is a set of neighboring dense cells in some arbitrary subspace. Okay, that is we start from one dimension. I told you the example of salary, the salary and age. We started with one dimension, then we go to two dimensions and so on. So same thing here in subspace clustering. We start from a low dimension like a single dimension. then we find the neighborhood cells, okay, and then we grow into 2D, 3D and so on. So that is what this click algorithm will do. It will find all the dense cells, dense areas, okay, then it will in the one dimension, then it will find the neighborhood cells in that particular subspace and start clustering them. So you have the algorithm here. I will explain this algorithm with an example. Now this is a problem given to you. Imagine I am giving you a graph, okay, and a number k. Now you have to find, first of all, let me tell you what is a clique. A clique is nothing but a group of people, simple terms. It is a group of social group of people which are having some, which they have something in common, like they have a PAN number or Aadhaar card, something in common, okay. So that is what a clique is. So here I am given a graph G and a number k. You have to find if there is a clique of size k in this particular graph. Okay, that means something, they should be common. So here, since I have given k is equal to 4, if k is equal to 4, we will consider only edges which have out degree of 3. Okay, one less than k. Now, this is a graph given to me. Now you look at node 2. 2 has how many, what is out degree of 2? It is only 2. Then what about node 6? 6 also has only 2. So these two don't have out degree of 3. Minimum should be 3. So we are going to eliminate these two because they can't be part of the clique. So I will eliminate these two and this figure comes. You can see here 2 has gone, 6 has gone. So we get this figure. Okay. So 4, if I am taking a 4 clique, the property it should have is the node should be connected to each other and the out degree should be at least 3. These are the two properties. Okay, remember that. For a 4 clique, each of the nodes should be connected to one another. Okay, and the out degree should be at least 3. But here, wherever I had out degree of 2, I have eliminated them and I got this figure. Now we'll check at node 4. 4 has out degree 3, so it is fine. But look at the other condition. What are the neighbors? If 4 has out degree 3 and it is forming a clique, then its adjacent neighbors, they should be rest of the clique. Okay, so what are the neighbors here? 1, 3 and 8 are the neighbors of 4. Correct? Now, is 1 cannot be reached, 1 cannot be connected to 8. 1 is connected to 3, 3 is connected to 8. But from 1 to 8, do we have a connection? No. That means 4 cannot be part of the clique. Because if it is part of the clique, then its nodes, its neighbors, they should be reachable or connected from one another. So since 1 cannot be connected to 8, I cannot have 4 as part of the clique. So I remove 4 also from here. Now we are left over with what? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 8. Now if I check the node 8, you find that node 8 has only out degree of 2, right? But actually how much it should be? It should have at least out degree of 3. So I cannot consider node 8 any longer. So I have to eliminate even node 8. Then I will get back this figure now. Now look at this figure. Now all the nodes have an out degree of 3 in this. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, that condition is satisfied. Now you see if every node is reachable from every other node. So from 1 I can connect to 3. I can connect to 5. I can connect to 7. Okay, 1 is okay. From 3 I can connect to 5. I can connect to 7. Fine. From 5 I can connect to 7. That means from this node, this particular graph, all nodes are reachable from the other nodes. Then this is a perfect 4 clique. Okay, and then we add up the total to get the count. 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, we get 16. So this is the clique of size 4, this particular group. Is it clear, everyone? I'll just show the problem again, clique problem. You can just see. So this is what we did in the clique algorithm also. Okay, I hope the problem and the algorithm are clear to you. The same concept, whatever I've explained here, is there in the algorithm. Okay, this algorithm, whichever I've shown you over here, clique algorithm. Okay, thank you.